Let's start from the beginning. Odd Man Out Season 1. 6 Christians versus 1 secret atheist.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Jason.
And thank you guys for watching, and we are here with our subscribers!
Yay!
Tell me about a religious experience of yours. Something profound.
Something profound. I saw an angel once when I was like 9 years old.
Really?
Cap.
Yeah.
Cap.
We brought together 7.
I'm just not gonna believe like a single thing they say the entire time.
I am Christian.
I am a Christian.
I am a Christian.
Oh, every single one of them said I am a Christian, but he said I'm Christian. But he can't be Christian because Christian is in here. See?
1 is
That's-
a liar. But a cash prize.
That's for that joke.
He or she wins the entire prize.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go.
Do you go to a church?
Yes, I do.
That's a great question.
I don't know where to even start.
I was going into it thinking about myself and how I present myself. I thought
I like that they put a little question mark. How do you even pronounce this name? Kira? Sierra? White people and names are just like, it just goes over my head, dude.
people would be like, oh, she's not a Christian.
Hey, Chance, tell me about a religious experience of yours.
A religious experience of
Yeah,
mine?
something profound.
Something profound. I saw an angel once when I was like,
There's no way that this guy is a Christian. If he was a Christian, he would not have that hairline. And by that hairline, I mean the one that's not there.
9 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was really cool. It was creepy, but like in the moment, like it was just like stillness and like really awesome.
Cool when they talk about what angels look like. It's a very scary looking picture. I was like, I don't know if I'd believe someone being happy to see a disfigured human being.
You know what?
The church. So I was
Okay.
baptized there.
Wow.
Do you go to a church?
Yeah, I go to this one out in Riverside. I just started going there about 2 months ago now. Because I grew up going to more of like a strict church, and then I kind of branched away from it and then went back.
What do you mean a strict church?
So I grew up Mormon. You know, I kind of had to take my own.
I love that everyone, like universally, just kind of, when somebody says that they're Mormon, everyone gets a little bit scared for a second. They're just like, oh, you're one of those Christians. Like, look at the way, like, everybody, like, steps back a
Went
little
back.
What do you mean a strict church?
So I grew up Mormon.
Oh.
Yeah.
bit. Look at his face.
No, it's strict, it's strict.
You know, I kind of had to take my own path and figure out what worked best for me.
I've stepped away from church because it's hard for me to find a church, especially a Baptist church, that's accepting of the queer community. So I stopped going.
Are you looking for something, or are you
Not
just kind
actively. Halfway through my answer, I realized I probably shouldn't have said that. Because everyone else was like, oh yeah, they all actively go to church. And I was the only one like, I don't go to church now. And that's when I thought, maybe I should have kept that to myself.
But when I switched churches, like people were taking it beyond judging and were making it.
I just feel like
Read that? I really-
God has
He
forsaken
mentioned that he hadn't been to
Chance.
church in over 3 years.
Yeah,
and
I
was
just-
like,
I felt like his story about being a PK and coming in and out of his faith could have been an alibi.
He wanted to hear everyone else talk, like he kept asking them questions, like he didn't want to talk about his own experience.
I'm sorry.
He didn't even say anything. He didn't even like say like, "Oh, you guys messed up now."
I think a good question.
I feel
would be,
like they're
how
done.
did you find your faith?
You think a real Christian would turn the other cheek?
and
You know, that's fair. I can see that. But I don't know. I just want to believe that it's him because it makes what I said at the beginning way funnier.
it was like at this moment where I was at work and I watched this kid die because I work in the ER. So watching the kid die and the family kind of go through those emotions of like trying to let go, I was like, man, like there's got to be something like that can, you know, make me feel full and make me feel whole.
I believe that
Yo, that guy's winning MasterChef. He brought the sob story out midway. He's my winner for MasterChef season 4, guys. He's winning.
The way I grew up, I was really into church. It was my safe space. I had a hard home life, and it was where I felt like I could be myself. And then I realized I was gay, and that was really hard. And then I took a step back, and then have come back to it as an adult. It's been a struggle, but something that I want to have.
I am a PK, so I was just born into it. It was like summer after 4th grade, my parents got divorced, and so I was kind of like straying away, you know, and especially divorce in the church is like a huge thing, so that was really hard, but I feel like that whole situation kind of like solidified my relationship, just so I knew, you know,
Yeah, man.
you know.
I have no idea who I'm gonna vote for.
That's because you already voted the guy out.
Yeah. She's a PK, like she knows exactly how to answer, like knows the perfect part to play.
In the back, she kind
They're-
of mentioned.
They voted for every single ethnic person. Very reflective of the Christian religion. I'm just kidding. A little suspicious though. They got rid of Rami. They got rid of Chance. And now they're getting rid of Grace. It's very suspicioso.
And her stance on premarital sex. So that kind of like was like a red flag.
Bye.
you had a good question, right?
Yeah.
You said
So you were talking about how like you kind of express yourself through art. Like I wanted to just have you elaborate on that. When he mentioned art as like his form of everything, I was just like, it doesn't really make too much sense.
cool. Well, like one thing I love about the church is I love to sing.
Okay.
And growing up, my best memories of church were just singing in the choir. And when I moved out here, one of the hardest things was not.
All right. I feel like he's really suspicious. Is he a Christian or is he a theater kid? Because I feel like most theater kids tend to be pretty left-leaning and therefore usually not super religious. He could just be making this stuff. I can see him being a theater kid, but I can also see him being a Christian. It's a tough one, especially because Chance is the mole.
Having a church. I think that like through my voice, through the hymns and everything, that's the biggest thing.
We were just talking about this.
When do they play the Squid Game and decide who gets to live? Well, if you think about it, in the Christian religion, isn't our whole life is the Squid Game? You know? We're all competing against each other to see who can make it through the pearly white gates. And the prize is getting in. And only 1 out of every 500 people can make it in. Because you have to really fight your way to get up there.
How a lot of the people that go to my church have had similar backgrounds to me, which is they've been hurt by the church. Maybe a song like "Oh How He Loves Us" in the past was great for you, and then you were hurt by the church. Having those memories attached can actually make worship really hard.
There was this song that like was a big song in my church, the Mormon church growing up. It's called, I want to say like Families That Can Be Together Forever. Man, like my parents, they got divorced. You know, and since that time, like I can't even like listen, can't even look.
Yo, it's part 2 of the sob story. He's gonna win MasterChef. He's got a 2-parter. If he gets one more sad story part, he might even win the next MasterChef.
The lyrics of that song. What about you? How was like your experience kind of moving across the states?
So hard. I grew up in a town of like 500 people, and so the church was everything. And coming out here and starting that hunt for one that's like LGBTQ friendly and the right kind of like chemistry of people and the right kind of sermons, and I started looking and actually hearing about yours and kind of like, wait a minute,
Give
But-
you the info.
Yeah.
I'd be shook if one of these people are the moles.
Oh, was it? Okay. Oh, they're collaborating. They're cheating.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the square. If the lights turn green, you voted the liar out. If the lights turn red, the liar's still in the box and you lose.
My mind's
Oh,
gonna
I'm
be
gonna be
blown if
hurt.
they go red, dude. Because I'm gonna feel really bad.
It's either this guy or Chance.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm the mole.
Alright, I had to switch it up. Alright? I was just after we talked about singing in the church, I was like, you know, man, you kind of look like a theater kid. You're giving me mad theater kid vibes. I'm telling you. Watch him. He's gonna say something about the theater.
Hey, you know what? I did vote for him. I did vote for him.
Yeah. I felt betrayed a little bit. I definitely was kind of feeling Andrew was like a Christian for sure.
Shocked because Andrew, he talks like a lot of the youth pastors at my church, you know?
Because I'm gay, if anyone else was gay, I like wanted to be their friend. Then I was like, oh, he's my friend. I'm not gonna vote for him because I really believe him. And then I was wrong, but that's okay.
Kira, you have to understand. Being a theater kid trumps all. That's just the way it goes. That's the creed of the craft, if you will. What did we learn? We learned that theater kids, not to be trusted in a situation like this. Always vote the theater kids out first.